Hi guys, welcome to my channel Fruitful Linens, where I teach people how to design, save, and live. Today we'll be going over signing up for July paycheck number 2, and I do apologize if this paper is a little crinkled. I already had it laying around and it must have gotten something on top of it and crinkled, and I didn't want to waste the paper, so I will be using the crinkled one. I actually don't save these or use them for anything except for the purpose of these videos, so it's actually okay. It's not like something I have to look at every day. It's just for the video. So I do apologize, but I didn't want to waste the paper. And we'll go ahead and get started. I did just want to give you a little bit of a spending update before we get into the next paycheck. So this dollar, I came in here today to film, and it was just sitting here on the desk, which means that Caleb left it here for me. It probably was in my laundry, which is not surprising. That's why it's folded up and looks all crumpled. So this dollar will be going in my 1s and 5s challenges, because it's just found money and it is $1, and you know what I do with my 1s and 5s, I put them in my 1s and 5s challenge. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a spending update. It's been kind of a weird week because we had a family reunion this past weekend and we spent a little more money than we were expecting, or at least I did. And it wasn't really anything that was in any of these categories, so I did have to end up putting some things on my credit card, but you'll see in just a second how I dealt with that. So for groceries, we still have $20 in here, which means we spent $20 on groceries for the 2 weeks. And then in date night, we have nothing as usual. Pet food, we have nothing because we just bought a huge bag of dog food that should last us hopefully more than a month, so we're actually hopefully saving money that way. And then in my clothing envelope, I have, let's see, $45, and I think there's about $15 left on this gift card. And this I had to kind of move some money around, and this is part of my sinking funds, that I had to buy something on my credit card, but I only had cash, so I took it on my sinking funds and put it in my wallet. And then I decided to just go ahead and pay the credit card from my next paycheck because I am getting a larger paycheck than normal. So I took that $25 and I put it in here because I have thrown away 2 or 3 pairs of pants this week because all of my work pants all of a sudden have holes in them, and it's getting to the point where I can't wear them. Like, the holes are in conspicuous places and I can't hide it anymore. So I will be needing to get some new pants. And then in beauty, we still have $10, and I don't take 1s and 5s out of beauty because I like to have the smaller bills to leave as tips. Like if I get my hair done or my nails done or my brows done, I like to have some 5s and some 1s for tips and things like that. And then this is a new envelope that I just added today, and this will be for the money that I give my dad for the cell phone bill and for car insurance. And I do this now, $40 a paycheck each, so $80 a paycheck will go in here. And then at either the beginning or the end of each month, I'll go ahead and give him the $160 that's in here for those bills. Because in the ODAD envelope, as you may know, I owe about $1,200 for this year's things that he paid for, but I don't want to keep adding on to that amount when I could be paying my bills and paying him back for the things that he's already spent this year. So this one is just for the money that I'm going to give him monthly, and then I'll give him the $1,200 once I fill up that sinking fund. I'll give it to him as a lump sum, and right now there's nothing in here. And then my challenge, I did a lot of cash spending, so there will be a lot of money in here, and I'm going to go ahead and add this dollar that Caleb left on the desk in there, and we can see what I've got in here. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $19, almost $20 in just 2 weeks from 1s and 5s. And a large part of this was I went to the Starbucks the other day and I broke a 20, and she gave me back 2 5s and like 3 1s. So most of that went in here. which is just teaching me a lesson not to break large bills at Starbucks, or maybe just don't go to Starbucks at all. Maybe I should just start making my coffee at home, because that hurt a little bit. But it's for a good cause in the long run, because eventually this money, I think I'm just gonna put it in my debt snowball when the challenge is done. And I did decide that I'm going to count and reallocate the challenge money around Christmas time. So at the end of the year, I'll count what I have saved in these few months, and then that will go in my debt snowball. And then as soon as my debt snowball reaches either a car payment or the mortgage payment or something like that, whatever it gets to, depending on the challenge, I'll go ahead and make an extra payment on whatever I can. Obviously, I want to make a huge payment on something, so if I could make an extra mortgage payment, that would be great. But I'm really just shooting for an extra car payment at this point. So that's what's in there. And I think that's it for spending. We will go ahead and get into July paycheck number 2. And I'll go ahead and scooch you guys in. Okay, so like I said, this paycheck's going to be a little different than what I'm used to. So I have my paycheck, which is the $13.57, which is pretty normal. And then I'll be getting reimbursed for an exam that I took. I did pass the exam, so I am now a lead green associate. I have earned that title, and this is something that I had already paid off of my credit card a while ago. And then COVID happened, I had to reschedule, and then I finally got to take the exam. And so now I passed and I get that money back from my company. So my paycheck is going to be $16.07 this time altogether. I did just want to break it out so you can see that I'm getting my normal amount plus the $250. Okay, and then mortgage is $500 as usual, car is $100 as usual, car insurance is $40, cell phone is $40, and those will both be in cash. So I'll just go ahead and put a little dot there. My Discover loan will be $178 as normal. And then these are 2 new bills that I'm picking up just for right now. So IPL is our electric bill, and that'll be $65. And then Citizens, we actually have a credit on there right now of about $60. So I estimated that we would need another $15 to make next bill's month, because we just paid for this month. So I just put that $15 in there, and if we don't use all of it, it'll just be a buffer in my bills account. Speaking of buffer and bills account, I decided that I wanted to have a $50 buffer, and that this was the paycheck to do it, because I'm getting this extra $250. And I am sorry about the lighting in here. It's kind of a gloomy day outside, and I'm not a huge fan of using artificial lighting because it just kind of blows out the paper. So I'm sorry if you're seeing a lot of shadows and the light is changing, but it's kind of a gloomy day. Okay, and then, yeah, like I said, the buffer is just in case something is a little more than expected and we need some extra money in there. Really, the electric bill or the water, sewer, gas bill shouldn't really be $50 more, but you know, if something is $5 different 10 different times, we've got a little bit of a buffer there, and we can always adjust later. And then I started including my emergency fund payment as a bill, because I want that to come out regularly as if it was a bill. So I want to do $100 a month, so I am starting doing $50 a paycheck. So, and then my credit card payment, I mentioned before, I'm just going to go ahead and pay it in full from this paycheck since it's a larger paycheck, and I'll go ahead and pay the full $50 and just be done with it. Okay, so that brings the total to $1,088, leaving me with $519. And then I'm getting my usual $60 for gas, and then I'm only adding $20 in groceries because we decided that I only need $40 at a time in an envelope, and since I still have $20 in there, I only need to add $20. Dog food is getting its normal $20. Beauty is getting a little more than it normally will. It's getting $20, and that's because I really desperately need to get a pedicure. I haven't had one yet for the summer, and I normally get one. It lasts about 6 months, and I just haven't had the money or the time, so I really wanted to save up for a gel pedicure, so that's why beauty is getting $20. And then clothing is getting $40, just to round out the amount that I have in my wallet to around $100, so that I can actually afford to buy maybe some pairs of jeans or some more pairs of dress pants. It seems like jeans hold up better, and at my job I can wear jeans every day, so I just need to go get some new jeans that actually fit. Okay, and then so that brings the total to $160, and I have $359 left over. And then in my envelopes, I'll be putting $10 in birthdays. ODAD is getting $173, and that is because I normally put $50 a month, or I'm sorry, $50 a paycheck in there. And then overhead bills, I usually have my federal loan over here, but since I'm not paying that right now because of COVID, it's in deferment. So I put that $123 here. That's where I got the $173. And then I'm putting $10 in car maintenance, $25 in travel, $50 in Christmas, which is about twice as much as normal, $15 in my business, $5 in recycle, $6 in pet, and that's really just for dog toys at this point since we're not doing the training, and we've decided that we don't even really need a crate, so that's really just for dog toys and other treats and things as they come up. Home is getting $40, and I started a new sinking fund for my registration, which should be about $180 a year, or about $15 a month. So this paycheck will be contributing $10 to that, and that is a total of $344, which leaves me with $15. And I'm gonna put $10 in my snowball envelope, which leaves me with $5. And then I didn't have room for this up here, so I just put it down here, but this is for the gym. I want to sign up for a new gym and cancel my Planet Fitness, and that is because they have a pool, and that just sounds really appealing to me. It's at the same price as Planet Fitness, but they have a yearly fee that's charged 2 months after you start there, and I just wanted to save up to have that yearly fee taken care of. I'm not so worried about the $22 a month or whatever it's going to be, but the $50 is something that I need to plan for. So that is what that is for, and that is all for planning for paycheck number 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one.